Most practices have money sitting in old accounts receivable that no one has seriously reviewed in months. It may be sitting in the 90-day bucket, the 120-day bucket, or even older, and many practices quietly assume that money is already gone. But often it is not gone, it has just been abandoned. Every practice management system has an A/R aging report. Most owners look at the total number, feel overwhelmed, and move on. But the real story is not only in the total. The real story is in the aging buckets. 0 to 30 days tells you what is fresh. 31 to 60 days tells you what needs attention. 61 to 90 days tells you what may be starting to slow down. But 90 plus and 120 plus, that is where the serious leakage usually lives. Here is what we often find inside old A/R. Claims that were denied once and never reworked. Claims that hit a clearinghouse rejection and never actually reached the payer. Claims that were paid, but paid below the contracted rate. Claims that needed additional documentation, but no one followed up. Claims stuck because of eligibility, authorization, or credentialing issues. Patient balances that received one statement and then went quiet. And sometimes balances that truly are not collectible and should be cleaned up properly. The mistake is treating all old A/R the same. Some of it is recoverable. Some of it is underpaid. Some of it needs documentation. Some of it needs patient follow-up. Some of it needs appeal action, and some of it should be written off after a clear decision. But without a structured review, practices do not know which is which. That is why old A/R keeps growing. It is not usually a technology problem, it is a workflow problem. New claims feel urgent. Current billing feels productive. Today's work gets attention. But old claims feel heavy. They feel messy. They require investigation, so they get pushed to next week, then next month, then the next quarter. And slowly, money that could have been collected becomes harder and harder to recover. The timely filing clock may expire. Appeal windows may close. Documentation may become harder to locate. Patients may become harder to reach. And payer follow-up becomes more complicated the longer the claim sits. A proper old A/R workout starts with triage. You do not work every line the same way. You sort the 90 plus and 120 plus balances into clear categories. Which claims are still appealable? Which claims may be underpaid? Which claims were rejected and never submitted correctly? Which claims need documentation? Which balances need patient statement follow-up? Which balances are truly uncollectible? That is how you turn an overwhelming aging report into an action plan. The goal is not to chase every dollar blindly. The goal is to focus effort where money can actually be recovered. Done correctly, old A/R review can be one of the highest value projects a practice does in a quarter. Why? Because the work is already halfway done. The patient was seen. The service was provided. The note exists. The claim was created. Now the practice needs to finish the revenue cycle. At Capital Medical Technologies, we help healthcare practices review aging reports and identify recoverable balances. We work denials, investigate underpayments, and follow up on old claims. We clean up A/R so revenue does not keep sitting untouched. If your 90 plus or 120 plus A/R column looks high and no one has worked it in months, that is exactly the kind of project we help practices fix. Book a free A/R review today. Call 571-4103-703 or visit www.capitalmedicaltech.com. Follow and subscribe for more revenue cycle management breakdowns from Capital Medical Technologies.